Have you gotten new pretzels yet?
New pretzels?
What?
Yeah. When we summoned Val, she crushed all the pretzels in our cupboards.
Oh. Why are you asking me that? Are you going to take my pretzels again?
Did you restock? Come on.
Who are you?
Oh, are you the pretzel lady?
A pretzel lady?
Yeah,
What the fuck is the pretzel?
it's like a
Delicious bits of goodness.
Oh.
yeah, mythical forgotten food.
Oh, delightful. No, I do not have any of those.
Oh.
Then my question still stands. Who are you?
My name is Niphirim Colburn, and I am not certain why I'm here. Just used my teleportation device, and this is odd.
Oh, well, these accidents happen all the time over here.
You know, with the amount of times that this has happened, I should really stop asking how people get here.
Oh, this is a problem for you.
Well, no, not at all. We just need to find where you were supposed to go, and we can send you in that direction.
Oh, yes, I was
It's not exactly a problem. It's more of a, how did you get here? I don't think you're supposed to be here.
I was on my way to Midgard with my traveling companions, and this is very strange. I don't know where they went.
Well, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Ephraim.
Oh, hello, Ephraim.
I am Ashura.
Hello, Ashura.
And may we have your name?
Niphirim Colburn?
Yeah, she already said it.
I might have mentioned.
Sorry, there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on.
I've got a cat, a lack of pretzels, and now some random person.
That's kind of funny. The mechanical thing that Ashura has the name Colburn on it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the computer thing.
What are you talking about? Let me see.
Guess it's just a coincidence.
Ephraim, why do you have my laptop?
Does it really say Colburn?
All right, we're getting more canon.
Well, that is indeed quite odd.
Ephraim, why do you have my laptop again? I gave you a plushie one. You should be happy with that. The cats love it. I don't understand why you don't.
Because I can't watch my shows on a plushie.
All right, you got me there.
Anyway, Niphirim, welcome. Would you like a crushed pretzel and some tea?
I suppose I have time. Sure.
All right.
Feel free to take a seat. We have some lovely moss.
Interesting.
It's very soft.
Huh. These pretzels, it's sort of like burnt stale bread with salt.
Yeah, pretty much.
In a way, still rather tasty though.
Delightful.
This must be a new coincidence for you. Have you ever been to another realm?
No, this is my first time. Where exactly is here?
This is the realm of forgotten memories and dreams.
Oh.
We are the Delegation of Dreamers.
Oh, wonderful. Are you like some sort of realm hopping duo? Or do you just stay here?
I think that's the benefit of being in this realm. That
Everything comes to us.
yeah,
Oh, convenient.
and we're not a duo; we're a trio.
Oh, a trio.
But I think our third member is out sunbathing right now.
Oh, sunbathing, yes.
Photosynthesizing and all that.
I usually spend my time trying to get out of the sun.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, where I'm from, it's very hot. It's a desert sort of area.
Is there no other place to live? Is your entire world a desert?
Oh, no, I am originally from Alfheim, which is just south of the sea, Jormungandr, and it's more forestry and green. But I moved to Muspelheim about 10 years ago, and it is entirely desert aside from Freys, which is built in the shadow of mountains. And I just sort of have been traveling around trying to find defunct technology from a long gone civilization known as the Emir. Yep.
The Emir?
Yes. We have no idea who they are or where they went, but we know something happened, which we refer to as Ragnarok. And I'm very invested in trying to figure them out.
What sort of devices do they make?
Well, you see, the funny thing is, we have no idea, but a lot of us are able to enchant them to give it a new imagined purpose, although we never know their true nature. Aside from my Fregna device on my arm.
Oh, what does it do? Does it cool you down?
Oh, I I do wish that it did, but I am able to cast spells from it, so it does operate magically at times. It has what I've taken to calling an interface on it, which is unlike anything that I've ever seen on Thorin, and I'm able to manipulate it in such a way that it sort of interacts with some of the Emir tech once operational.
That's a lot of fancy words.
Yes, I am a tinkerer, so I've always had a fascination with electronic devices and magical ones alike. But there are lots of words that I haven't discovered yet, mostly because I'm sort of inventing them as I go along.
Oh,
What have you made so far?
Well, we're sort of chasing down this person who's caused a war between Muspelheim and Alfheim, and her name is Minnie, but she's not quite a person. She's not quite a god. So I've taken to calling her a program, and that's been a thing. That's been very weird.
yeah, Ashura here is a bit of a program as well.
Oh, in what way?
I'm honestly not sure what he's talking about.
Well, he's big and he makes nefarious plots.
Oh,
Oh, those, yes. Okay.
sort of like a play.
I have been known to act upon occasion. Normally it's acting like I'm sane around A from here, but I have been known to act.
Oh, very good.
And also, I think he's making up words as well.
Oh, made up words are fun sometimes.
What, like sanity around you?
No, I meant more like phrases, metaphors.
Oh, yes. This one here is terrible with metaphors and phrases. He will take them literally.
I've gotten quite good at metaphors, though.
Give me your best one right now.
Uh, you put me on the spot. I don't know.
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you.
All right.
But can you tell us a bit about your homeland? Do you always live in the desert?
No,
Well,
she told us she came from a lush place,
Sorry.
yeah. Oh, that's all right.
but
Can you tell
I
us?
but you moved to the desert to avoid the sun.
Well, no. Now that I've been living in the desert, I would like to avoid the sun because it's quite hot and sort of ridiculous at times. But yes, at least night is a reprieve from all of that. Muspelheim is just pretty much all desert, aside from some settlements that have been made throughout, with lots of distance in between, so it really sucks eggs to have to travel.
Oh, that's a good metaphor.
Yes, sucking eggs. That's not literally sucking the eggs.
I'm hungry. Some eggs would be nice.
No eggs.
There's more pretzel bits.
We're out of eggs. You used them all.
I've sucked my last egg.
I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Moving on.
We're losing the thread today.
Isn't that every day?
Yeah. So, was there a reason for you moving from the lusher? I can't remember if you told us what the name was.
Alfheim.
Yeah, Alfheim. Was there a reason why you moved from there?
Yes, so I found the Fregna device with my brother, and my parents have wanted a sort of simpler lifestyle for me. But my fascinations always drove me toward technology, and so I hid the Fregna device because it won't come off of my arm, you see.
Oh,
And I hid it for quite some time, and then when my father found out, he was quite outraged. So I set off across the ocean to Muspelheim in order to sort of start out my own company. Oh, and my father owns a company called Colburn Technological Reclamations, which is the largest company in Thorin to deal with the Emir technology. So I decided to become his competition. And I've been searching lots of ruins and collecting as many things as I possibly can in order to outdo him.
oh, okay.
that was about 10 years ago, and things have sort of changed over time. And eventually, I found a group in Edekaup that I was a job I was to be paid for. And, coming from a rich family and only having 200 gold on your person is quite embarrassing. So I took the job and have been with the group ever since.
And to go back to your original problem, have you tried using some grease?
I have tried everything imaginable and nothing has been able to remove it. It seems to be stuck.
If you'd like us to, I can pull on the armband, and Ashura can hold onto you, and we can just try to pull, see if we get it off you.
Well, actually, I mean, to be quite honest, I sort of love this thing. It's been an incredible, useful item. Um, I'll keep it, I think.
Okay.
Can you tell us about some of the times you used it?
Oh, yes. I have used it to cast heroism on myself to escape a marauding group called the Munithir, who were hell-bent on killing us. And I was able to escape based off of that spell, which I couldn't cast before the Fragment of Ice.
Hmm. So you met up a party in Edekaup,
Hmm.
and you're looking for treasure.
Yes, actually, we were hired by a couple in the city of Jotunfoter. They wanted us to locate an item called the Radiant Capacitor, which was last located with a group of scavies in the desert. And we went to retrieve the item and found out that it was quite powerful. But unfortunately, when we went to return it to Jotunfoter, the city was built in the shadow of a giant robot. And I'm talking miles long, this robot. It's enormous. And the people there built a city in the shade of it. Well, when we arrived there, the robot, or the Jotun, came to life and attempted to destroy the city and our clients as well.
Oh,
Why did it come to life?
why did they try to destroy the city?
Well, we found out much later in our journey that the Munithir had powered it with a radiant capacitor, or possibly more than one, and they woke it to kill King Magni Verdandi, who was the peacebringer of our lands, and they wanted to begin a war between Muspelheim and Alfheim, and were successful in doing so.
Oh,
Yeah, that would do it.
Yes, they're not very nice.
And is the war still going?
Currently, yes. We did try to speak with the new king of Muspelheim, Tolok, and he thinks that the king of Alfheim has definitely tried to start this war, so he does not believe us.
but it was actually the Mooners.
Yes, the Munithir. They are led by, as I have mentioned, the program, Minnie. She seems to be the head of the operation.
And what all do you know about Minnie? Do you know their nefarious plots or anything at all?
Well, we did locate her in one of her laboratories in Alfheim, actually, near Thrutheimer. And she informed us when we found her that she is only one of 83 other instances, which I'm still trying to figure out what that means exactly. But she was not corporeal. I couldn't touch her, I couldn't harm her. And after she did her little monologuing, she made the lab come crashing down all around us, and we were able to escape using a teleportation circle. So no, we do not know what she's up to.
Is that what led you here?
Yes, actually, well, here was meant to be Midgard, which is sort of the central location between Muspelheim and Alfheim that's sort of on neutral grounds. We were trying to reach the Specky Library, which holds information on pretty much everything in the realm, and we were told to arrive here and look for information on Minnie by the gods.
The gods.
Yes, specifically Heimdallr and Hela.
How did you communicate with the gods? Did they just decide to beam down and go, hey, you?
Well, funny you ask that. When we found the radiant capacitor, suddenly we found ourselves connected to the gods in a way that is completely and entirely unheard of in Thorin, and they now seem to visit us on a regular basis, which is hard to believe, and most people don't until they see it for themselves.
I mean, I believe it. It's just interesting to hear, at least.
Oh, you believe it? That you're like the first.
We've seen many, many weird things here.
Many weird things?
Not many, many.
Oh, all right. I'm glad you're not with her, right? This isn't a trap.
To my knowledge, it is not.
Oh, good, good.
Cancel plans, cancel plans.
Oh. Minnie, like, is she like a Hydra?
She appears to us as almost elvish, a little bit elvish, I think.
Because I'm
But
thinking that if she's the head of the operation and she's
oh,
got 83
oh,
different
you're thinking
heads.
of this literally. All right, right, right.
I told you.
I misspoke. She is the leader of the operation, and she has what I think are maybe 83 copies of herself.
Oh,
It's a mystery.
well, that's not a Hydra though.
I know your disappointment is immeasurable and your day is ruined.
Yeah.
We did fight a kraken on Jormungandr, if that helps.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Oh, it was terrifying. It just sort of flailed about, and there were 3 ships, and we were all attacking it, and its tentacles were going everywhere, and its teeth were immense, quite large. But we managed to send it back to the depths, dead. I think. I hope.
Does it haunt your nightmares, it sounds like?
Uh, Maybe it was very frightening.
I bet.
Yeah, this is why I don't go on ships.
Oh, that's a great reason not to go on a ship, at least on Jormungandr. It's quite dangerous.
I've heard that if you're a Kraken and you look up towards the surface and there's a ship, it actually looks like a pretzel. That's why Krakens like to attack ships.
I think he really likes pretzels.
Oh, we are the burnt bread with salt on it. All right.
You mentioned your party members. What are their reasons for adventuring?
Well, Sidric, he is from Muspelheim, actually. He's young. He wants to be an adventurer. He's learning all sorts of fighting styles. He's quite good at all of them. He's a bit of a hothead. Don't want to be on the wrong side of his anger. He just wants to adventure. As far as Marcus, our paladin of Thor, he's more into finding some revenge. His family was unfortunately killed about 10 years ago, and he's trying to find the people who murdered them, but has been sidetracked because he doesn't want this war to continue. It's killing lots of people, and he wants to kill his family's murderers himself. And Gendry, he's sort of our mystery fellow of our party. He's quite strange, but he's very sneaky. He's very good in combat and incredibly talented with his grappling hook. I have no idea why he's with us. He honestly seems quite annoyed most of the time. But it's been 2.5 months and he's still traveling with us.
So he's like the guy who sits in the corner of the tavern.
Yes, exactly. With like a pipe and his face kind of lights up briefly and then darkness.
I feel like you've experienced that many a times.
How's that for a metaphor?
Yes, very good. You're learning.
He's learning, and that's the part that's even scarier.
I'm training to be a good program.
Oh, you're a program as well.
No, I'm practicing. One day I'll be a program.
Oh, you aspire to be a program. Wonderful.
I think I've understood that word
Sure.
and are using it correctly.
Just don't, start any wars.
No promises.
It wouldn't be the first time, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, oops. That's unfortunate.
But do you have a name for your group?
Yes, we call ourselves the Jotun Slayers, a name given to us by Marcus.
Oh, so you slayed Jotuns before.
No, actually. When we were in Jotunfota and the Jotun awoke, we sort of, ran for it because it was very large and these little weird lights were coming out of it and vaporizing people around us into mist. And so we ran, away, but it sort of self-destructed on its own, I guess you could say.
I mean, that's one way to get the title.
Oh yes, but no one needs to know about that. That we didn't actually slay the Jotun. It's fine.
Do you know why it destroyed itself?
Well, it seemed that the leg on the northernmost side was a little messed up after centuries of standing in one spot, and the leg sort of busted, and then it fell, and then there were big blue explosions, and it was quite a sight to see.
Yeah, I get that feeling sometimes if I sleep on my tail and it gets all like tingly and
Tingle tail. I'm unfamiliar.
tingle tail. That's a good word for
I'm branding that.
it.
Very good.
So can you recall, what was your first adventure with your group?
That was retrieving the radiant capacitor.
My mind must have blanked there. Sorry.
Don't worry about this. Like we have so many interviews that Ashura's mind is just tangled.
Honestly,
mess.
yeah, and just with how off track we've been going with this interview, my brain's
so
kind of going,
sorry.
where are we?
I'm so sorry. There's like no linear way to tell this.
Efren, I wish you luck with the audio editing.
Thanks. I'm gonna need it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So if we're getting back on track, I think you were trying to teleport to Midgard.
Yes, that's where I was trying to reach with my companions, and ended up here and eating your pretzels, as you called them.
We might be able to find where you came from.
Oh, you think so?
It's going to take a moment to do so.
Oh no.
Only a small speck of time, not days or anything.
Oh, good. Oh, thank the gods. I was worried.
We've had plenty of practice with this somehow, some way.
Wonderful.
What was the reason for you going to Midgard?
Oh, the gods bid us to go there to find information on Minnie. So that's what we're trying to do so that we can stop her and eventually stop the war that's raging and killing lots of people who are innocent.
So the gods want you to stop this program.
Yes, and good question. Why don't they do it themselves? Well, she seems to be able to block the gods out. In Jotunfota, they could not see the attack that happened, as Thor explained to us. So we're sort of their foot soldiers, one might say, trying to find Minnie and stop her before something terrible happens.
Well, that could just be an excuse because gods rarely want to do stuff themselves.
They seem pretty proactive. Well, maybe just from my perspective, I don't know. Maybe they're just all lounging around in Valhalla and we're just doing the hard work. Hope that's not the case.
I was going to ask what items or what pieces of harm have come directly from Minnie, do you know?
Well, they don't care for the fact that she's started a war, it seems, and also killed like 100,000 people in Jotunfota. Seems to be a black mark against her.
Okay, so that was directly from her. It wasn't from some other people that are like in the name of Minnie. We've seen many of people carry out atrocities in the name of their god when the god simply didn't want them to do that.
Well, it does seem, I don't know if it was Minnie herself, but her group, the Munavir, definitely at least carried out those orders. I'm not certain she can literally touch anything.
Interesting. And how many gods are there that you know of, or that you've been in communication with?
Well, we've been in communication with Loki, who seems to be also working with Minnie for some reason that we have not been able to figure out just yet. We've seen Odin and Thor and Ithun and Hela, Heimdallr. Trying to think, I that might be it so far, but there are more. Of course, Balder, Hodor. There's lots, but my memory is failing me on any more. of the gods at this time.
Oh, they would be pissed.
Oh yeah, don't tell them, please.
We'll do our best to keep it secret.
Don't worry.
Well, in all honesty, your gods can't reach anything here.
Oh, sure. Are you guys like gods here, or is it? I'm trying to understand.
He kind of popped in here. I've been here since practically the beginning.
That doesn't answer
Oh,
anything.
Good.
of time, or
Since the beginning of this realm.
oh, that's probably quite a long time then.
I'm an old man.
Well, you actually look very well for being an older gentleman.
Why, thank you. You look pretty well as yourself.
Oh, thank you. 38.
And I've been here since before the pretzels.
So at least since before the pretzels.
Yeah, so at least 2 weeks.
And maybe even a little longer given that the eggs are gone.
Yeah, maybe give it a little bit longer because he could have been hiding in the cabinets.
Ah.
He likes to hide and take my. Were you the reason why I had multiple things disappear?
Hmm?
This is the realm where things that disappear go,
What?
not one that it disappears from.
I'm sorry, if you're accusing me of something, be more specific about what you're accusing me of.
I'm going to have a talk with you later.
You sound like Gendry. Things come up missing around Gendry, so I'm familiar.
Does he like eggs?
Do you know what? I've never seen him eat anything, actually, now that you say that.
Are you the cause of Gendry's stuff disappearing?
Oh, no, Gendry steals things.
Oh.
Yes, he just sort of appears and other things disappear, you know?
And you have no idea what could cause that, right?
I think he's got a case of the sticky fingers.
Ah.
He's naughty.
He enjoys a 5-finger discount, if you will.
I think so.
I mean, who doesn't enjoy a 5? We here at the Delegation of Dreamers do not condone stealing of any kind. Just put that in the bottom.
Yeah. Have you managed to surpass your brother in adventuring deeds?
I think he's been a little bit of everywhere, but I have certainly taken to more of the tinkering side of things. I created a robot that I call Herm 2.0, and he says things like bing bong, and that's it.
That's all he does.
Yeah, pretty much. He's good in a battle. If by good in a battle, I mean he pretty much stands somewhere and then he gets killed almost instantly in one hit.
He's a distraction.
Oh, for sure, for sure. He's an action waster.
I need a robot that says ping pong.
He's fun.
Bing bong, fuck your life.
I recently made him into a backpack, so his legs fold up, and there are straps on his chest, and you can wear him like a backpack.
That's going to be rather heavy.
Yes, but Cedric certainly loves it. Bing Bong is his favorite, because he calls him Bing Bong.
Any other quests that you've been on?
Let me think. Well, like I told you, we did sail across Jormungandr. Oh, yes, after we escaped from Minnie, we got back to the Colburn estate where my family lives, and we were almost instantly attacked by a robot army, if you will.
Oh, your parents' robot army?
No, it seems Minnie's robot army, and we're not sure where they came from or how they got to us as quickly as they did. But thankfully, the Colburn estate is equipped with lots of guards and some handy devices to try to fortify the estate, given that my father is rich beyond belief. But they attacked us, and we spent what felt like weeks trying to stop them from infiltrating the mansion.
So the mansion has like giant robotic hands?
No, it actually.
The handy devices.
Oh, no, not literally handy. I see what you did there. No, slip of the tongue. Oh, can I say that? Everything is a phrase. It's hard to speak not in phrases.
Try living with him.
The devices in the Colburn estate manifested by the means of a giant cylindrical object that shot lightning and electricity from the front of it, and it attacked more of the larger robots for us and hampered their advances.
Hmm.
So that was a fun quest. It sort of sucked because my father died at the end of it, but you know.
Oh?
Oh, yeah, it was bad. It was like 2 days ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all right. He seems to be quite happy. We tried to resurrect him, and he came to let us know that he was in Valhalla, and was very, very happy where he was, and got to dine in Valhalla and drink from Mimi's Brunner, and he knows everything now, so that's pretty cool. And then he left, so no issues there.
So he's better off dead.
Maybe I think for him, yes, I think he agrees with that sentiment.
Okay.
And how are you taking it?
Quite well. I'm doing fine. It's been so good since that day. Been fantastic, actually.
Can I offer you a cat and a tissue?
Oh, I'll take that. Both things, yes.
Don't blow your nose on a cat.
All right. I'll try not to.
I'll give you the little one. She is a cuddle bug.
Thank you, Cuddlebug.
So can you tell us about what you're planning on doing once you vanquish Minnie?
Once we vanquish Minnie, I probably will return to my family's estate and help my brother and sisters run the business of the Colburn Technological Reclamations. That's assuming I make it out of this alive.
You seem tough as nails. I'd be surprised if you didn't.
I certainly try.
Otherwise, you get to dine with your father.
Oh, I mean, yes, that would be nice. But not yet. I'm not ready yet for that, I don't think.
Well, that's good that you're not ready for it, I guess.
Oh, yes, soldering on.
All right, so I did manage to find where you're supposed to be going, but I feel like you might need maybe just a moment or two more with the cuddle bug.
Oh, I do love a good Cuddlebug. Thank you.
Of course.
I think I'm ready.
That's good to hear.
I usually grab a couple of kobolds, just like an armful of kobolds, and cuddle them at the same time.
Oh,
It usually works for me.
you just jump right in.
He makes them stay still and jumps into them like a ball pit.
Oh, no, that sounds very unpleasant for them.
They're used to it. They're ready for Valhalla.
I've gotten multiple complaints. We would definitely love to have you on again as your adventure progresses.
Oh, that sounds lovely. You guys have been quite welcoming, and thank you for the pretzels.
You can have one for the road.
Oh, thank you.
Well, if you can find a whole one,
I could just take these crumbs.
have a handful of crumbs with you.
Oh, thank you. Very good.
All right, and until we see you again, have a good awakening.
But I think we hit quite a few points, and I am so sorry for the editing that this is going to be. Do you have like 3 separate tracks, or is it all recording on one? Oh, thank God.
That's why we have Jeremy.
Oh, thank God for Jeremy.
He's such a good boy.
He's a good boy.